You think money is just numbers in a bank account. It's not. It's energy, it's power, it's freedom. And the reason most people are broke isn't because they don't have enough, it's because they don't know how to control what they have. They get paid, and instantly they become clowns throwing money around to impress people who don't even care. New clothes, fancy dinners, gadgets they don't need, all distractions. They trade their future for a moment of feeling rich. That's the mindset of a loser. What people don't understand is this: money doesn't change you, it amplifies you. If you're undisciplined with $100, you'll be a disaster with $1 million. Money doesn't solve stupidity. It reveals it, and the world is full of people who have no business handling money. They're impulsive, emotional. They see money as a way to flex, not as a tool to build. That's why they stay stuck. It's not about income, it's about structure. It's about control. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your spending. And if you can't control your spending, you'll never build anything that lasts. Let's talk about the paycheck mentality, the idea that money just flows in once a month, and all you have to do is survive until the next one. That's slavery. That's what the system wants. You're just a hamster on a wheel running in circles, getting nowhere. You work, you spend, you go into debt, and then you work more to pay it off. And when you finally get some free time, what do? You spend again. It's a trap, and the sick part is, most people think this is normal. They actually believe this is how life is supposed to be. They've been programmed to think struggle is honorable and sacrifice is noble. But let me tell you something, there's no honor in being broke. There's no glory in struggling forever. That's just failure in disguise. Money management starts with a brutal reality check. Look at your bank account. Look at your spending habits. Look at where your money goes every single month. Be honest, are you investing in your future or wasting it on impulse? Are you building assets or liabilities? Most people are too afraid to face the truth. They'd rather stay comfortable in their delusion than take responsibility for their financial chaos. But nothing changes until you do. You need to become obsessed with control. You need to become ruthless with your habits. Every dollar must have a job. Every expense must be questioned. Every purchase must be justified. There's a disease that's killing people's potential, and it's called instant gratification. You want it now. You want to feel good now. You want to look rich now. And in that rush for now, you kill everything you could have had in the future. That dopamine hit from buying something shiny, that's costing you years of progress. You're sacrificing long-term stability for short-term validation, and that's what keeps people average. Winners delay gratification. They suffer now so they can dominate later. They understand that discipline is the bridge between where they are and where they want to be. You know what's funny? Most people think budgeting is boring. They think tracking your spending is a waste of time. They'd rather be entertained than educated. That's why they scroll endlessly on their phones instead of studying their finances. That's why they can recite Netflix series word for word, but they can't tell you where 30% of their income goes. Ignorance isn't bliss, it's bankruptcy in slow motion. The people who win in life are the ones who know where every dollar is going and why. They don't guess, they don't hope, they know, they track. They adjust, they adapt. Let's talk about debt. People are drowning in it, and they act like it's normal. Student loans, car loans, credit cards, they wear it like a badge of honor, like it's a rite of passage. But here's the truth. Debt is chains, it's slavery. You're literally working for the bank. You don't own your time, you don't own your energy. You don't even own your own life, they do. And the craziest part, you chose it, you signed up for it, you volunteered for the trap. Why? Because you wanted something now instead of earning it. Because you thought you deserved something before you could afford it. Because you wanted the illusion of success without the pain of building it. But here's the thing, you can break free if you want to. You can choose discipline over impulse. You can choose patience over pleasure. You can choose strategy over chaos, but it's going to require a complete shift in how you see money. You have to stop seeing it as something to spend and start seeing it as something to control, to multiply, to leverage. Money is a tool, a weapon, and if you don't learn how to wield it, it will be used against you. The system is designed to keep you poor because poor people are easy to control. But when you manage your money like a warrior, when you become intentional, deliberate, and aggressive with your finances, you become dangerous. Start with this: build a fortress around your income, protect it, don't let it leak through laziness and stupidity, cancel the subscriptions you don't use, stop eating out 5 times a week, stop financing things that drop in value the second you walk away with them. Live below your means, not just to save but to invest, to grow, to multiply. Every dollar you don't waste is a soldier you can send to work. You don't need to be a genius to get rich. You just need to stop being dumb with your money. That alone puts you ahead of 90% of people, and don't fall into the trap of looking rich. That's the fastest way to stay broke. Designer clothes, flashy watches, new cars, none of it matters if your bank account is empty and your future is crumbling. Real wealth is silent, it's power behind the scenes, it's freedom in the choices you make every day. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, you don't need validation. The moment you stop caring about looking successful and start focusing on being successful, everything changes. You start building instead of spending. You start compounding instead of consuming. People need to stop asking, "What can I buy?" and start asking, "What can I build?" That shift in mindset is everything. When you think like a consumer, you stay dependent. When you think like a builder, you become powerful. Stop feeding corporations that don't care about you. Stop financing lifestyles that don't serve you. Start building a system where your money works while you sleep. That's the game. Passive income isn't a fantasy, it's the reward for discipline, sacrifice, and relentless focus. But you don't get there by accident. You get there by managing your money like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't get emotional about money. Money doesn't care how you feel, it's not loyal, it flows to those who respect it. Who treat it like a tool, not a toy. If your emotions control your spending, your life will always be chaotic. If you can't say no to yourself, you'll never have the power to say yes to opportunities. Every financial decision is a test. It's a reflection of your mindset, your priorities, your vision. You either pass or you stay stuck. You want to be successful, master your money. You want freedom. Master your money. You want power, control, dominance in your life. It starts with how you handle every single dollar that passes through your hands, not someday today, not when you make more now. Because if you can master the little, you'll dominate the big. But if you can't be trusted with the small, why would you deserve more? The truth is brutal, but it's simple. You're either building an empire or funding your own destruction. Every swipe of your card, every dollar you spend is a vote. A vote for the life you want or the life you're stuck in. Most people are voting for slavery without even realizing it. They're choosing to stay broke, one purchase at a time. Don't be one of them. You want to win. Control your cash. Track every dollar. Study every expense. Invest every spare cent. Turn your money into a machine that works for you, not against you. The game isn't fair, but it is winnable. If you're disciplined, if you're focused, if you treat money like it matters, you'll win. Not because you got lucky, but because you outworked, outsmarted, and outlasted everyone else who was too weak to take control. That's what money management is really about: strength. Not math, not spreadsheets. Strength, mental strength, emotional strength, strategic strength. You either take control of money or money takes control of you. The choice is yours every day, every dollar, every decision. The truth is, managing money isn't about how much you make. It's about how much control you have. If you can't handle $1,000, you'll never handle 100,000. You'll just be broke with more expensive problems. You need to train your mind like a warrior and treat every dollar like a soldier. You deploy it with purpose, with strategy. You invest in assets, in skills, in opportunities that give you leverage. Every time you waste money, you're digging your own grave. Every time you save and reinvest, you're building your empire. Control is the foundation of wealth. Without it, all the money in the world won't save you. You can make millions, but if you're reckless, you'll be back to zero before you know it. The rich don't get rich by accident. They don't stumble into success. They build habits, routines, systems that protect and grow their wealth. They don't live paycheck to paycheck. They live on a plan. Every dollar has a purpose, a mission. You need to adopt that mindset if you want to rise above mediocrity. When you get your paycheck, the first thing you should do is pay yourself. Not the bills, not the loans, not the fancy dinners. You set aside a portion, no matter how small, that goes into something that makes you money. It could be an investment account, a business fund, or education. The point is, you create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. Most people do it backwards. They spend first and hope something's left. That's gambling. That's weakness. Winners pay themselves first because they know the value of investing in themselves. Let's talk about expenses. There are two kinds, necessary and unnecessary. Necessary expenses are your tools, rent, utilities, groceries, transportation. These keep you alive and functioning. Unnecessary expenses are distractions, impulsive buys, status symbols, lifestyle inflation. When you start making more money, you want to upgrade everything. A bigger car, a bigger house, more expensive clothes. But here's the secret. Upgrading your lifestyle before your wealth is secure is a recipe for disaster. You're just inflating your liabilities, making it harder to build real wealth. The rich don't inflate their lifestyle to look successful. They keep their expenses in check while their investments grow silently in the background. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, but it's effective. You want to look at your spending like a general looks at his army. Every unit has to pull its weight. If it doesn't, you cut it. You don't keep soldiers on the payroll just because you like them. The same goes for your expenses. Be ruthless. Cut what doesn't serve your mission. Be aggressive in protecting your capital. Now, let's dive into the power of investing. Saving money is good, but saving alone won't make you rich. Inflation eats away your cash's value every year. If your money just sits in a bank account, it's actually losing power. Investing is where the real magic happens. You put your money to work, so it earns more money. That's how wealth compounds over time. The key is to understand what you're investing in. Don't throw cash blindly into stocks, real estate, or businesses. Study, learn, and pick assets that generate income or appreciate over time. Investing isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about playing the long game. The market will have ups and downs. Businesses will fail. But if you stay disciplined and keep reinvesting, you'll build a fortress that money can't shake. You're building a machine that works while you sleep, while you travel, while you focus on other parts of your life. That's financial freedom when your money serves you, not the other way around. Another critical point is to build multiple streams of income. Relying on one paycheck is dangerous. The world can change overnight. Jobs disappear, economies crash, industries become obsolete. If all your eggs are in one basket, you're one disaster away from losing everything. The wealthy don't depend on a single source. They diversify. They create businesses, invest in properties, develop intellectual property, and sometimes even build passive income through royalties or online ventures. The goal is to create a web of income streams that protect you from risk. But building multiple incomes takes effort, skill, and time. You won't wake up rich overnight. It requires learning new skills, taking risks, and sometimes failing. But failure is part of the process. It's how you grow. What separates winners from losers is the mindset about failure. Winners see it as a lesson, a stepping stone. Losers see it as defeat. If you want to master money, you have to master your mind first. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and do the work no one else wants to do. Discipline is your greatest weapon. It's what turns average earners into millionaires. It's what keeps millionaires from going broke. Discipline means sticking to your budget even when temptation is everywhere. It means saying no to instant gratification. It means tracking your spending religiously. It means making tough decisions like delaying purchases, cutting out unnecessary expenses, and focusing on investments instead. Discipline creates habits. Habits build character. Character shapes your destiny. There's a difference between being cheap and being frugal. Cheap people avoid spending at all costs, often sacrificing quality or missing opportunities. Frugal people spend intentionally, prioritizing value and long-term benefit. Frugality is a skill. It means you understand where to invest and where to cut back. It means you don't waste money on status symbols or fleeting pleasures. You invest in things that grow your wealth and improve your life. Frugality isn't deprivation, it's strategic spending. You also need to protect your wealth. Insurance, legal structures, and smart financial planning are essential. You build walls around your empire to keep it safe from unexpected disasters, lawsuits, or economic shifts. Many people think wealth protection is only for the ultra-rich, but that's wrong. Anyone serious about money management knows that risk management is just as important as making money. Without protection, a single event can wipe out years of hard work. Tax strategy is another critical area most people overlook. The government takes a huge chunk of your income if you're not careful. But wealthy people use legal methods to minimize taxes, like investing in retirement accounts, business deductions, and tax-efficient investments. They understand the system and use it to their advantage. If you don't educate yourself about taxes, you'll pay more than you have to, and that's money taken right out of your pocket. Learning how to manage your taxes is part of mastering money. Accountability is key. You need to track your progress constantly. Set clear financial goals and measure how you're doing against them. Without tracking, you're flying blind. You won't know if your strategies are working or if you're just spinning your wheels. Use tools, apps, or even a simple spreadsheet. Review your finances regularly. Adjust your plan as needed. Consistent review keeps you focused and prevents you from slipping back into bad habits. Surround yourself with the right people. Money management isn't a solo game. It's influenced by who you hang out with, the advice you listen to, and the mindset of your circle. If you spend time with people who are reckless or irresponsible with money, their habits will rub off on you. If you surround yourself with disciplined, successful individuals, you'll learn from them and elevate your own game. Your network is your net worth. That's not a cliche, it's reality. You have to take full responsibility for your financial life. No excuses, no blaming the economy, the government, or bad luck. If you're broke, it's on you. If you're struggling, it's on you. That's not harsh, that's freedom. Because once you accept responsibility, you take back control. You become the captain of your ship, steering it through the storm instead of drifting helplessly. The moment you stop blaming and start acting is the moment your financial future changes. Finally, remember that money is a tool to live the life you want. It's not the goal itself. Mastering money management gives you choices about time, freedom, relationships, and experiences. It removes stress and opens doors, but it requires commitment, education, and sacrifice. There's no magic formula, no easy way out, only consistent effort, smart decisions, and relentless focus. Master your money and you master your life. Lose control and you lose everything. The choice is yours. Remember this, money isn't just numbers in a bank account. It's power, freedom, and control over your destiny. If you don't master your money will master you. Discipline, strategy, and relentless focus are your weapons. Take full ownership of your financial future today. Build your empire brick by brick, soldier by soldier, dollar by dollar, because in the end, wealth isn't given, it's earned. Own it, command it, and let nothing stand in your way. Your life depends on it.